It was just Thanksgiving, and I want to say thank you. I just hit 750 subscribers today, and that is cool because what I'm trying to do here is, in part, build a community of people into fitness and a healthy lifestyle and beauty. And it's cool to see that other people are into that. And this maybe dream that I have is something that's worth working on. So, thank you. If you have not clicked that button below, make sure you go click it. And while you're there, you could click the link to work one on one with me. I really just wanted to talk about push ups today, though. I did a solid amount of push ups the past 2 days, and it just puts it all into perspective how huge of a challenge this is. I mean, I did not even do 0.1%, and I did a whole lot of push ups. Now, I will say it wasn't too hard. I was doing them fairly leisurely, and I've gotten cold and calculated with my work ethic lately. So I'm just knocking out sets of 10, knocking out sets of 10, one after another. And it's going well. I've been setting a really decent pace. That's what I've been able to do lately. That's what I've been up to is I got my stopwatch on, and I recommend like everybody get one of these if you're doing any sort of athletic movements at all, because recording yourself, like seeing what time you achieve doing something, is actually super helpful when it comes to quantifying skills improvements. And that's just sweet. That's just cool. Like seeing yourself improve is just cool. So get yourself a stopwatch. I use it to basically see how long it's taken me to do stuff. And I like using it for runs. And I have been setting a pace of about 10 push ups every 2 minutes. That's what I've been aiming for lately. I haven't been super strict about it, but that equates to about 300 push ups in an hour. And what I'd really like to get to is 10 push ups every minute on the minute, which is 600 push ups an hour. I've never been able to achieve that pace, but that's like a current goal that I kind of have. But today was, I started at, oh, okay, let me do Thanksgiving first. So the 260 push-ups I did on Thanksgiving, I was kind of just knocking them out throughout the day. You know, I give myself a little rest time, give myself a breather, go and do something, knock out some push-ups, go and do something, knock out some push-ups. And just because I was at home for Thanksgiving, I'm able to do like tasks around the house and get my push-ups done fairly quickly. And, you know, we got a nice dinner going. We got our turkey and had some family over, and that was great. And I did 260 push ups once again. So that was really the highlight of my Thanksgiving. Personally, it was the push ups. Yeah, they've just been really smooth lately. Like, I haven't been super consistent about locking out my elbows at the top. And sometimes I'll be honest, like I'm just short of touching my chest to the floor. And when I look back at the video, it basically looks like my chest is on the floor, but I know in my head, like technically, that's like a kind of a miss. That's like a missed note in a video game. In like a rhythm game, that's like hitting a missed note. Like you just barely miss it. You don't get it perfectly. And it's nothing. That's just where I am in my head is like, I want to get these reps nice. Reason for that is that I was looking back at the beginning of this challenge, and honestly, those reps were dirty. Like, I was not, I can't believe I was getting away with that. Don't scroll back in the playlist of these push up videos because my form, the first, lot of videos actually is just awful. It's so bad. I'm very unhappy with it. But, it is what it is. That's just what I was doing. That's what I thought was acceptable. And looking back, we could always see that, maybe there's some things to improve upon. And I'm sure I'll have the same thought if I look back in 50,000 push-ups or, 100,000 push-ups or more. But I'd like to think at the same time that what I've been doing to improve has actually helped a lot, and that my form right now is very close to as efficient I could get at this weight. That's what I'm really looking for, is like, how good can I get? And there's things that I'm looking forward to as well. Like, I have some goals with this challenge too. I was thinking about endurance lately, and here is day 2, which is yesterday. Yeah, so I was thinking about endurance, and I was thinking once again about Kes, and this guy, he does like 1,000 push-ups in a row. He's the only person I've actually seen do this. I know other people have, but it's a crazy goal. It's an amazing goal to shoot for that. And I've seen a few people do 500 in a row, but I don't know if that's what I want. It is like so amazing though. It's so like outstandingly beyond normal comprehension that it's somewhat appealing to me in a weird way. I don't know if I'm ever gonna work towards that. I am definitely gonna work towards getting 100 in a row, because I got kind of close the last time I tried. And I know if I'm a little bit lighter, my endurance is gonna go way up, way, way, way up, just because I've been getting really strong in this movement. And so, yeah, 100 is definitely in the cards, probably next year. Just probably next year, straight up. I'm just gonna do 100 push-ups in a row next year. And yeah, maybe even more, maybe more. When I experienced high rep squats, that's what I'm trying to say, squats. When I experienced high rep squats for the first time, it was a huge shock to my system, and then I got used to it, and I got better, and I got better, and I got better really quickly. Like, I went from 100 squats in a row to 150 to 200 to 250, all in the course of like, I don't know, a month. And then I did like 350, and then I did like 700. I just jumped to 700, and then I didn't do them for a while. And I kind of worked my way back up all the way to 1,000 in a row. And I was able to do 1,000 body weight squats in a row. And I just did that a little earlier in the year, maybe 6 or 7 months ago, 7, 8 months ago, at the beginning of this year. And that really makes me curious about push-ups, because hypothetically, you do it with your legs, you could do it with your arms. You could do a squat. That means that hypothetically you could do a handstand push-ups, just because the limbs move mechanically in a similar fashion. And yeah, I don't know. It's a lot to think about. Like, where am I going with this challenge? I have so much freedom with where I'm going that it is kind of scary. Like, I don't know where to take it. Right now, I've just been thinking, get my form pretty clean, and then start experimenting with something new. Because I did the knuckle push-ups, and it took me a long time to say, like, I'm comfortable with these. And I probably wasn't ever comfortable with them. Honestly, I probably am still not good with them. And there's all these other types of push-ups that, like, honestly, I don't want to really do diamond push-ups. I don't want to do half reps. I don't want to do like wide or archer push-ups. These just don't appeal to me right now. And maybe they will in the future, but right now, like, I don't know, is one archer push-up count as one push-up in this challenge? Because I'm not sure. I don't know if I think that. I haven't really thought about it. And so I'm just not going to do them yet. Diamond push-ups, personally, I just don't like. I've never liked them. So I was thinking I'll just put them off until I want to do them, until I think like I'll give this a try. And, I'm sure I will at some point do like one set of diamond push-ups, or say like one day, like I'm gonna do 100 of them. But yeah, for right now, I just have no appeal to doing those. I'd rather just improve my overall ability through repetition. I see mass repetition as my way to improve right now. And I'd like to say 500 push-ups a day, honestly. I'd like to say that, but that is so, so crazy to think about right now. 500 push-ups a day. Because I know what it feels like to do 500 push-ups once. I know what it feels like to do it once. And it's not great. Even though I say I did it fairly leisurely today, that's a lot of time under tension. That's a lot of time spent in a position where you are somewhat compromised. And yeah, it's rough. I don't want to put myself in that position. I did not want to show up today. I'll be straight up. I mean, yesterday, I did not want to show up. I just didn't want to do those push-ups at all. But I said, it's 9 p.m. and I'm going to do 500 push-ups. And over the course of an hour and a half, I got them done. And it wasn't so bad, honestly. It wasn't bad at all. But I know tomorrow I'm going to feel it a little bit. And even today, like my shoulder is kind of arguing with me. It's just like kind of aching. My elbows are kind of just aching a little bit. And it's up to us to recognize what our body's trying to say and listen. And sometimes the body is just complaining and being a big baby. And sometimes it's actually crying out in pain and it needs something to be addressed. We are the ones who solve that for ourselves at the end of the day. Whether you solve it by listening to someone else's advice, like a doctor or a professional, or whether you decide on your own what the course of action to do is. Because at the end of the day, everyone gets that decision, right? Everyone gets to choose, how am I treating my body today? I decided to put mine through some pain. I'm happy because of it, because this is one way that I achieve victory on a daily basis. And that's one of my goals here. I want to get better. I want to get better quickly and efficiently and productively and effectively. And training every day might not be the best way to do that, but it might be a fairly good one. Doing a lot of volume is not bad if you can handle it. Right now, I'm playing a game where I'm testing my limits. I know I could do 1,000 push-ups in a day, but can I do 1,000 push-ups 2 days in a row? How about 500 push-ups every day for a week? Where does my body call it? What about 100 push-ups a day? How long can I keep that going? What about 200 push-ups a day? By the way, that's something I'm still doing. I'm still doing at least 200 push-ups a day. It's been over a week. I lost track at this point. I'm not going to keep track, but I have in the back of my mind this idea that no matter how I'm training, I'm going to do 200 push-ups today. At least that many is going to get done. That is how I'm bringing value to my life in one way. I'm adding to the tally. I'm making myself work on this challenge because it is a worthy cause to strive, to put yourself through challenges. I'm happy with what I achieved the past 2 days. I've done better. I've definitely done much worse. And this is a win at the end of the day. This is a nice little win. that I'm thankful for. And I'm thankful for you, especially if you stick through all the way to the end of the video, because these days people talk about the new generations. They got no attention span. And not just the new ones, it's happening to everybody. Spending time on your phone is something very unique to this generation of individuals. And it has an interesting effect on the mind. One of these effects being seemingly destroying the attention span. Certain apps, I'm thinking Facebook, really Instagram, even YouTube and TikTok, short form content just does something crazy to the brain. And you can really just lose track of where you're at. And if you've stuck with this, then that means you've been paying attention to some degree. And I just want to say thank you for listening. I did 760 push-ups here. Adding that to my 45,120 that I did before brings me up to 45,880 push-ups completed so far. Thank you for watching. Click that link below to work one-on-one with me. I'll get you in the best shape of your life, and I'll do it in just a few months. Click that link below. I'll see you in the next one.